Welcome to the latest edition of New Haven Minute Vlog News Summary, direct from our chilly assignment desk, otherwise known as my compost heap. Let's see what stories we're working on at this hour. Quote, "Let it be written, let it be said." So a New Haven official said this week when he socked a slumlord where it hurts in the checkbook. The official was Gerald Antunes, a retired police captain who's serving as a hearing officer for the Livable City Initiative. And he made that statement when he approved a $59,000 fine on the latest owners of that disastrous abandoned building at the corner of Whaley and Fitch, which has been that way for as long as most people can remember. There was able to be a big fine like that because we've increased the fines that LCR, or anti-blight agency, can put on landlords. Now the trick is going to be let the money be collected, because another slumlord is going to court to try to stop LCI from putting those fines. And we got to hope that as on the national level, at the local level, the judiciary will have our back. Let it be plowed and shoveled. Boy, we did a lot of plowing and shoveling this past week after our first big snowstorm in years. And now because it's cold, the snow is staying. And we're seeing that we're not up to our game in New Haven. It's been a lot of years since those big storms, and we can do better, not just government, but all of us. So many people did not obey the parking ban. The city ticketed over 400 cars and towed over 300. There might not be enough room because so many more were still out there on the street. And a week later, we can't get through some of these streets. Meanwhile, government could do better. Obviously, we're not totally on our game at all levels. The federal government runs the post office. You go in Westville, you go halfway around the post office on one side, you can't climb really that snowbank. And if you're not an athlete, you really can't. They didn't even shovel. They piled it all up and even shoveled half the sidewalk. The worst part was the green on Elm Street between Temple and Church. We've rerouted so many buses, so many people catch buses and make connections there. They never shoveled that sidewalk all week. So all these people, many elderly, disabled, they would just climb through the big snowbanks trying to navigate a very slippery and treacherous sidewalk that got more so as it got patted down. We can do better. Let it not be written why heads rolled at City Hall because we do not have a transparent mayor in our city. Let me explain. This week we got 4 new department heads, and in 2 of them the reason was clear. Corp Council and Fire, people retired after long careers. But when it came to traffic and parking control, are really important jobs in our city. I mean, the budget matters, right? People and how we get around. The mayor did not reappoint people who just months earlier he ranked as satisfactory, quote unquote, when he did their annual reviews. Why did that happen? He was asked why they're leaving and he wouldn't answer the real reason. That's because in city government New Haven, they follow the letter of the law while violating its spirit on open government. The law says you have to make your performance reviews, your evaluations every year of your top department heads public. The mayor doesn't want to do that. So he makes the written evaluations have one real word on it: satisfactory. Everybody's satisfactory, even if he's booting them out the door. But meanwhile, we don't get to know why the mayor does or doesn't think a job is satisfactory when they're controlling our budget or controlling our streets. Let it be noted that Martin Looney has broken a record. He's our state senator in New Haven. He's now entering his 11th year as President Pro Tem running the state Senate. That's a record. He doesn't brag about it. He's a quiet guy. There's a great profile of him and his life in the Connecticut Mirror by Mark Pasniokis that showed he's had a real fire burning on social justice, but that he's conducted business with equanimity and respect so that he gets things done incrementally. Good milestone. This is a Martin for Looney for Senate potholder from last century. Until next time, this is New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary. Remember, let's always pick up and recycle our trash while we still can.